The morning, it should be a gift, a quiet, promising new beginning. But for many of us who have crossed the 60-year threshold, the morning can arrive with a silent apprehension. That slight dizziness when you stand up, the stiffness in your joints, they are small reminders of our fragility. And in the back of our minds, a much larger fear can hide, the fear of a sudden event, like a stroke, that can change everything in a single instant. The fear of losing the independence we cherish so deeply. My name is Dr. Haruto Inoue. For over 40 years, my passion has been to understand why some people age with vitality and clarity, while others do not. And what I have learned from the healthiest centenarians in Japan is this: the body always whispers before it screams. In this video, we will not focus on fear-mongering statistics. We will focus on knowledge that creates power. I will reveal to you 4 seemingly harmless morning habits that modern science confirms are silently sabotaging your vascular health. And most importantly, for each one, I will give you a golden key, a simple, immediate exchange, inspired by Japanese wisdom, that you can apply tomorrow morning to transform your moment of greatest risk into your greatest source of protection and peace of mind. Stay with me, because what you will learn today is not about living longer. It's about living better, with the dignity and control you deserve. Let's begin with the very first moments after you wake. You experience that slight lightheadedness. Perhaps your vision goes dark for a few seconds as you rise from the bed. Most of us dismiss it. We attribute it to low blood pressure or just feeling tired. I am here to validate that feeling. It is not your imagination. It is a critical physiological signal. The scientific term for this is orthostatic hypotension. After 8 hours of lying down, your blood, which is slightly thicker from overnight dehydration, has settled. Standing up abruptly is like trying to force a slow, dense river to rush up a steep mountain all at once. Your blood pressure plummets for a moment, and then your body overcompensates, causing it to spike. This is a violent shock to the arteries in your brain. Think of your arteries as old, venerable pipes. A gentle flow of water causes no problems, but a sudden water hammer of pressure, day after day, can create the very crack that leads to disaster. The solution is a practice I call the 90-second golden pause. It is simple, profound wisdom. Before your feet touch the floor, first, awaken and remain lying down for 30 seconds. Take a few deep, conscious breaths. Second, sit up on the edge of the bed for another 30 seconds. Allow the world to come into focus. And third, stand up next to the bed for a final 30 seconds before you walk. This gentle transition allows your cardiovascular system to adjust smoothly, protecting your brain. This is not about avoiding dizziness. This is about ensuring that every dawn is the start of a day of clarity and strength, not a game of Russian roulette with your independence. What is the next step for millions? An almost instinctive desire for a strong cup of coffee to wake up. We reach for it without a second thought. But what if I told you this habit, at this specific time, could be a mistake? In the morning, your body is already in a state of dehydration. Your blood is more viscous or thicker. Coffee is a diuretic. This means it encourages your body to expel water. Instead of lubricating your system, it can steal the water your blood desperately needs to flow freely. You believe the coffee is giving you energy. But what if, taken at the wrong moment, it is actually making your blood thicker and setting the stage for a potential clot, a thrombus? The wisdom from Japan offers a simple, powerful alternative. The ritual of sayu, or warm water. Before the coffee, before anything else, drink a glass of warm water. I have explained to my patients for decades that warm water is absorbed more gently by the digestive system. It hydrates your cells efficiently and helps to thin the blood, drastically reducing the strain on your heart and the risk in your arteries. This simple glass of water is the most profound act of self-compassion you can perform in the morning. It is telling your body, I will care for you, before I demand that you serve me. Now that you are hydrated, it is time for breakfast. But here lies another trap. The standard breakfast. White bread with jam, sugary breakfast cereals, or even a glass of orange juice from a carton. Foods that have been marketed to us for years as sources of energy. Let me explain the invisible process. Sugar and refined flours in the morning are like throwing sandpaper through the inside of your arteries. This daily aggression creates tiny wounds, a state of inflammation. This is where bad cholesterol clings, forming the plaques of atherosclerosis, the very plaques that can rupture and cause a stroke. I remember my patient, Mr. Tanaka, 72 years old. He had high blood pressure and pre-diabetes. His breakfast was always toast with jam. We simply swapped it for a traditional Japanese breakfast: an egg, small bowl of miso soup, and a little piece of fish. In 3 months, his blood pressure stabilized and his inflammatory markers dropped. He told me, "Doctor, I did not lose pleasure. I gained a full morning of stable energy." The practical solution is to swap a simple carbohydrate breakfast for one based on protein and healthy fats. This could be scrambled eggs, avocado, plain yogurt with nuts, or even leftovers from last night's dinner. What you eat in the first hour of the day defines your body's chemistry for the next 8 hours. Choosing the right food isn't a diet. It's a strategic decision for a sharp mind and a resilient body until dusk. There is one final habit, a modern one. Waking up and immediately grabbing your phone, reading stressful news, or instantly beginning to mentally plan the day's to-do list. The feeling of waking up already behind, this immediate mental stress triggers a surge of the stress hormone, cortisol. Cortisol is designed for fight or flight situation, and its effect is instantaneous. It constricts your blood vessels and raises your blood pressure. To do this every day, in a system already vulnerable in the morning, is like flooring the accelerator with the parking brake still on. Here, we can learn from an ancient Japanese concept, ma, the importance of the pause, of the empty space. Beauty is not just in the sound, but in the silence between the notes. A life of quality is not just in the action, but in the calm between the tasks. The practical tool is the 2-minute dawn breath before any screen, before any planning. Just sit for 2 minutes. Inhale for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and exhale for a count of 6. That is all. This simple technique signals to your nervous system that all is well, lowering cortisol and relaxing your blood vessels. Preventing a stroke is not just about what you eat or drink. It is about how you inhabit your own body. By giving yourself this pause, you are not losing time. You are investing in the quality of every moment of your day and in the longevity of your mind. We have reached the end of our conversation today, but it is the beginning of a new journey for you. Let us remember our 4 golden keys, the 90-second golden pause upon rising, to give your body the time it needs to awaken with kindness. The sacred ritual of warm water before coffee, to hydrate your brain and honor your body. The choice of a breakfast that calms your arteries, instead of one that aggresses them. And above all, the decision to begin your day with calm, not the rush that makes us ill. You see, these are not just health tips. They are rituals of respect for the body that has served you faithfully for so many decades. They are the difference between aging with anxiety and aging with wisdom. The independence to tie our own shoes, the clarity to enjoy a deep conversation, the strength to bend down and play with the grandchild. This is what we are building here, morning after morning. Always remember the most important lesson. Your body is not your enemy. It is your oldest, most loyal companion. Learn to listen to its whispers, and you will never have to hear its screams. I would love to know, which of these small changes do you feel most inspired to adopt into your routine? Please, share your journey in the comments below. Your experience is an inspiration to our entire community. If this conversation has brought you clarity and hope, I invite you to subscribe to our channel so we can continue to grow in health and wisdom together.